The Disaster Artist is a strange movie about some strange people making one of the world's strangest movies. Tommy Wiseau's So Bad It's Fascinating 2003 feature film, The Room. At times, the movie is uncomfortable. Other times, it's laugh-out-loud funny. But most impressively, it is consistently a sincere look at two men whose friendship allowed them both to live out their dream of being actors and making a movie that people love. Hi, I'm Cinematico Magnifico of amoralcrackpot.com, and welcome to the Nightly Chill. Based on the book of the same name, The Disaster Artist not only sees James Franco in the director's seat, but also features him as the perpetually mysterious actor/writer/director Tommy Wiseau. His brother Dave Franco, meanwhile, features as Greg Sestero, the writer of the aforementioned book and Wiseau's best friend and co-star in The Room. And while it might be easy to find yourself entertained by just the sheer amount of comedic talent present in the movie, a roster of notable actors that could easily rival that of 2013's This Is the End. While that alone might sell a lot of tickets, the movie's greatest strength isn't in the comedy, but in the care Franco takes to present a sincere tale about friendship. Despite being based on true events, Wiseau's very real, very odd personality can easily be mistaken as a farce. He could have easily been presented as this over-the-top eccentric, and it would have worked just as well. The movie, in fact, may have made for a more hilarious slapstick experience in line with the sort of projects one usually associates with talent like Franco and Seth Rogen. But this isn't a movie aimed at having a laugh at Wiseau's expense. The intentional grounding of everything results in a movie that, while comedic, is equally dramatic and touching. Franco never makes light of Wiseau's eccentric personality. At times, the intent is clearly to get audiences to laugh at Wiseau, such as Wiseau's super melodramatic approach to acting. But at the same time, even scenes like this are an insight into the man's personality. He never does anything half-assed, or what he at least perceives as such. And as a result, there are times where you will, by design, feel guilty for having laughed at all. And as we see throughout the film, through the general playing out of scenes, but primarily through Franco's eerily on-point portrayal of Wiseau, Wiseau's behavior is not coming from a place of comedic arrogance and hubris. It's instead that of a man who is strange, yes, but fiercely dedicated to his passions. He loves his new friend Greg, to the point that he invites the young man to live with him the moment Greg earnestly displays his passion for acting. Tommy moves them both to Los Angeles so that they can both live out their dreams, and ultimately, he doesn't hesitate to foot the massive bill, rumored to be in excess of $6 million, to produce The Room itself, a labor of love intended to catapult both their careers. Logical questions that should arise from watching the movie, such as who Tommy really is and how he can afford such things, are touched upon in the movie just as they were in real life. It simply doesn't matter. The mystery of who Tommy Wiseau is or might be isn't the story here. Instead, it's about a deep friendship between two very different men. Tommy is a man who is unintentionally abusive and cold when all he ever wants to do is make those around him happy. Greg, meanwhile, is a young man whisked away from his home at the young age of 19 who does all he can to mitigate the damage Tommy unintentionally causes around them both. The Disaster Artist, on the surface, is a great comedy about the making of a bad drama. But beyond that, it's a touching drama about two brothers struggling to live out their dream. One doesn't need to have seen Wiseau's The Room to fully appreciate The Disaster Artist, but it certainly helps. And as a companion piece to The Room, it highlights precisely why that movie transcends its own numerous shortcomings. Shortcomings that would have been a death sentence to any other film and those involved with it. Funny, heartwarming, introspective, weird, and inspiring, all words that easily describe nearly every frame of this movie, as well as the two men at the center of it all. The Disaster Artist, even more so than the cult favorite movie that inspired it, is a definite chill. That's going to do it for us tonight on the Nightly Chill. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow, and also be sure to leave me any questions, comments, suggestions for future reviews, and maybe even discuss today's movie at greater length. And as always, this video is brought to you in part by our viewers. If you'd like to learn how to support this and other projects, please visit amoralcrackpot.com or check the description below. But until next time, y'all need to make like a tree and get out of here.